What's up, guys? Welcome back here for another great video. This one's pretty cool because I think it's something everybody needs to know about, especially if you're in the Arma 3 and you like playing with lots of stuff going on. You really need to be watching this video. Okay, this has been done a couple times, but I'm going to add a little bit more to it, and I'm going to show you another use for all these cool mods, especially one. Like that one's going to be the main one. I'm going to show you what other uses it has for other Arma things. So stick around. Now, what you're going to want to do is open up your Steam, and you're going to want to go down here and, right here to the gear. You want to go to properties, and you're going to want to go to betas, and you're going to want to get the profiling performance profiling build. There's still a lot of people that play Arma, especially newcomers that don't know about this. And what it does is just give the game more performance. It runs better. You can get away with doing a little bit more. Gmod has the same thing in its beta section. The 64 branch, that's what I run on it. A lot of people don't know about it either. Allows you to get away with doing a lot more stuff. So you're going to want to go ahead and get that. And we're just going to back up out of here and hide that down there. Now, I have a bunch of different presets set up, as you can see, but I have my basic preset. This is the one I use for my base. Then I'll stack mods on top of it to create a new playlist. And I'm going to leave links to all this, but still stick around even after I show you all this, because there's some other things that you need to know. And I'm going to show you how some of them work. You're going to want to get the AGC Advanced Garbage Collector. And you're going to want the automatic view distance, the Arma 3 performance extension, and the Saro tweak map FPS. You're going to want all of those, and that's all you need. Now I'm going to jump in the game. I'm going to show you how they work, and I'm going to show you another really cool use for one of them. Okay, we are finally here in the game. Now, whenever you get in the game, what you're going to want to do is hit escape. You want to go to your add-ons. It's in options. Go down to add-on options. And here you'll have a list of whatever mods you can actually do stuff with on here. You got the advanced garbage collector. And the simplest way to explain it, it basically throws dead bodies in body bags. And you can set the distance you want them to become body bags or bodies. It really cuts back on performance a lot. It gives you some extra headroom because it's easier to render a body bag than it is a actual body with like ragdoll effects and stuff. It does have settings to change some stuff around if you want to. Well, that's one that you're definitely going to want to get. The Arma 3 performance settings, you're going to want this one too. It has a bunch of different things you can do. You can change like how many meters it works. All this does is make enemies and vehicles disappear from the game when they're out of your sight, or like on the other side of a building or a wall. They're still there, but they don't register, I guess you could say. So it cuts back on performance as well. But as soon as you go around the corner or whatever, they'll be there. They'll instantly appear. I haven't had any issues with it with like people popping in and out either. I mean, it works fine from what I've seen of it. And let's see, where's the other ones? Yeah, this right here is the main one. With this one, you can decide what you want on the map and what you don't want on the map. Like houses, I'm going to go ahead and just go to delete all. Churches, all. I'm just going to delete all this stuff. Basically, you can get rid of fences, buildings, rocks, trees, bushes. Yeah, ruins. You can get rid of what else was it? Hides, crosses, fountains, bus stops, transmitters, power lines. And this right here is going to make your computer just go crazy because you're going to have so much extra power to have tons and tons of NPCs running around on the map doing stuff, depending on how much you want to get rid of. See there. Now that right there, I ain't gonna go into the frames per second thing. I don't feel like setting it up, but that would have made my FPS just skyrocket. You know, but you don't have to get rid of everything. I'm not saying that. That's just if you want to, you know. But one of the cool things that a lot of people never mention about this mod, not only, I mean, everybody knows it makes everything run smoother. You can do way more stuff and all that. But one of the cool things about it is NPCs won't get stuck on stuff if it's not there. That's like the main thing I like about it. I love the performance stuff, but I love how, like, if I'm on a map that has like way too many rocks, I can get rid of like some of the rocks, or I can get rid of all of them, and my NPC tanks and stuff won't sit there and just boom, 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 you know, bump into them. Some maps have trees that can't be run over, or walls that can't be run over. Get rid of them. There you go. Now NPCs don't have to worry about getting stuck on them. Or if a town or a city has just way too many buildings. I mean, it's cool having all these buildings, but they're absolutely useless on this game. You know, NPCs won't even go in them unless you tell them to most of the time. And then when they do, they act completely stupid when they're inside of them. So why not get rid of like half of them, or even all of them if you want to? You know, they're useless. They're just there for looks. I'd say get rid of like 33 or 50% of them. A lot of maps have way too many trees and bushes. You know, get rid of some of that. Walls. Like I said, some of them can't be run over. And even if they can, you can get rid of some of them and leave gaps in the walls for NPCs to move in and out on foot easier. You know, like if I got rid of some of the walls, which I already have it set to get rid of some, like see those gaps over there? It'll put gaps just here and there in like walls and stuff and fences, but it doesn't really look bad in my opinion. I don't really pay it no attention, but it makes foot soldiers. It makes it easier for them to move around the map also, and this is absolutely key if you're using any kind of single player stuff like DUWSX or my absolute favorite Arma Commander. Uh, if the computer's spawning with parachutes or putting in like people down on the map, if you get rid of all the rocks, they won't be landing on rocks and blowing up or getting stuck or spawning on top of them. If you get rid of some of the buildings and trees and stuff, they won't be spawning on top of them or parachuting into them and getting stuck. Um, and that's pretty much about it. I mean, that's just one of the main cool things about it. And this mod is absolutely no joke. I won't even play the game without it. And if the mod ever disappears or breaks or gets removed or nobody fixes it or replaces it, I'll uninstall Arma 3 because I've got so used to playing with it and being able to get away with having more stuff going on the map. I absolutely could not play the game without it. I mean, I can put down tons of like NPCs on the map, and tanks and helicopters and jets and boats, and have all kinds of gunfire going on, plus running reshade, and I can't even tell it. You know, I mean, it's absolutely must have. This game was made to run on single core, and it runs on multi-core kinda, but it's really not good at it at all. So you definitely want to get these mods. I'll put the links to them in my description. The last one that I'm going to show you is the automatic view distance. I even got some of this stuff turned off, and it really doesn't matter because I'm using reshade, and reshade makes the game look really good anyway. But you can set the automatic view distance. You can set like how many frames it'll hit before it activates, and once it turns itself on, all it'll do is like it'll bring like fog, like however far you have it set, it'll bring a big ring of fog around you where you can't see but so far. You know, if your FPS drops that low, mine never does because I'm using all the other stuff. I never had it pop in on me like that unless I force it to when I first got it to see what it do. But using the other mods and not going too crazy with how much stuff you put down, I've had around, I think, just a little over 200 NPCs, and that's vehicles and ground troops in pretty much the same area, like a big area, but pretty close to the same area, doing stuff, and didn't really see any difference in my frames using all this stuff. You're going to want to set your buildings and stuff to whatever you want to. I keep mine around like 10% on most of them, but ruins I'll leave on completely. You know, I got some of this stuff on like 50%. Depending on what map I'm on, I'll delete all rocks. It just depends on what map I'm on. And I guess that's pretty much it for this little tutorial information video. Like I said, I'll leave the links in my description. Be sure to stick around. I am working on a very cool Arma Commander Warhammer map that I'm going to upload. When my schedule of uploading them comes back around, it is awesome. I've been working on it for like 2 days now, off and on. Still got a few little things to do to it, but it's going to be cool. It's a Death Corpse of Krieg versus Cadians, and it is on one of the Warhammer maps. It's going to be a pretty big battle. You know, it doesn't use the whole map, but it probably uses like right around half of the map. It has multiple command points, tons of really cool vehicles and defenses and stuff. So definitely stick around and check that out. I decided to do this because I've seen a lot of people coming onto my Steam Workshop and downloading the Arma commanders that I make. And some of them do take a lot of performance. So if you're going to be playing them, I would suggest you go ahead and go get these mods. And you really should just go get them anyway, because I mean, it just makes the game so much better. And I guess that's it on all that. Pretty much done. Just be sure to leave me a like and hit that subscribe button and stick around for some more cool videos and tutorials and gaming stuff. And who knows what else. Got some cool music stuff going on. And thank you for watching.